folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Here's Wilson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down and a pickup of 13.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. That's a phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Saints are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Wilson's throw pulled in by Woods. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Now Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. LaVisca Chenault, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. Oh, he shifts past him. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Herbert. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. 7th play of this drive coming up. A long way to go on 4th down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Going quickly out to the right side. And some room to work. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jelani Woods, 35 yards. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to make it 14-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on first down. And some room to run now. There he goes, right side. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What, 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
From the 16, Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now it's Wilson. As this complete to Woods. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's airing it out for Williams, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money. This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stretched the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run here with Spiller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Herbert running left off the option. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And the offensive run their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll lead all timeouts from here forward. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had one back in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now Herbert, third and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the 44, Herbert winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Returnable here from the 38. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Give running right is Spiller. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again on the ground. Again it's Spiller. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quentin Taylor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Wilson. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Wilson. And this is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Bravion Roy able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, they took a shot there and tried to get it downfield. 4th quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk, didn't they? Wanted to get into field goal range, as you noted, but good reactions back deep, forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
This is brought in at the 21. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Wilson. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They have punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Chargers' 18-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Also 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second and 2. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He gets this out to Spiller. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing, Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. He And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin them back here at the 7-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Wilson to throw. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Wilson. Got his man, it's Woods. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it and throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.
Complete yet again to Spiller. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
did we just see back-to-back nice gains? But we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Saints are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, that one hurt, CD. They were in field goal range. They wanted that touchdown, understandably, but now a field goal on the other side would beat them.
And when you get the ball first in overtime, you're thinking to yourself, nothing less than a field goal, but you really want the touchdown. You don't want to put the onus on your defense to try and hold. In this case, they put it on them anyway, but at least they were aggressive, trying to get the score that would have ended the game.
Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson, and that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Saints are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. As a quarterback, Charles, right now all he can do is shake his head. An interception the first time he touched the ball in overtime, and then again here on this drive.
And Brandon, I would think in most cases, if you throw an interception in overtime, you're not thinking you're going to get a second chance, and he did, and threw a second interception. He's hoping for a third.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now a handoff coming left to Spiller. And a short gain down to about the 33. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert going to throw. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Herbert. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us, we came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah.
MEH, man.